Hello everyone and welcome back to Ice Outpost here in Planet Zoo, where we are currently watching over the last of our polar bears. We actually had a very ancient old polar bear who we've had for a very long time pass away of old age last time, leaving behind his daughter a put, who we actually do need to go ahead and give a new name pretty soon, to be the only polar bear in this entire polar bear exhibit, which is just a tragedy if you ask me, because come on, she is amazing. Like, she's actually the 5-star animal of the zoo. Everybody, or excuse me, of Ice Outpost. She's literally the most popular of all of the members here. And Billy the king penguin's about to die of old age. Oh my goodness. And what's going on over here? Wait, what? How did you do this, Lachan? Oh my gosh. Okay, we've got some like chaos going on everywhere here, you guys. I have no idea how this little one escaped. We've got to give him a new name. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna name him Zoom because he is zooming and has managed to get out of his exhibit somehow. So hopefully he'll be put back in. But all right, friends. So even though we are working on Pirate Bay, and I do want to get that little Capuchin Monkey Island up and going, and I'm so proud about everything that we've been pulling off over here, I do also want to go ahead and maybe, since the polar bear has passed on, take this time to go ahead and make the connection in between the polar bear ice bridge, like the little ice cave area, and our entire Pirate Bay area. I want to give another spot for guests to be able to walk back and forth between everything. So that's probably going to be today's project, and we'll also go ahead and get ourselves a new polar bear while we're at it, and maybe even do some really fancy redecorating of a whole bunch of the different areas in the polar bears exhibit, because this doesn't look exactly like I wanted it to in the long run, where I want to be able to put down like glaciers and have big beautiful icebergs and a whole bunch more waterfalls. I want this to look like really lovely, and I want to put more of these kind of like glacier designs in, so it looks like this area has just kind of frozen over, and that's why the polar bear doesn't escape into the penguin exhibit. So I've got big hopes, big dreams for this, but we need to make those things happen. And I also want to begin by adding in a new male polar bear who can go ahead and come join the lovely Aplut, who I want to rename actually. And the random comment generator has pulled up one of your guys' names from our previous videos, and so we're going to rename Aplut to Kel. Welcome, Kel. There's just a bunch of meat raining down from your feeder, so I hope you're going to enjoy that. And we're going to go ahead and get Kel a male polar bear as a mate. So let's go see. Ooh, we actually have some nice ones to pick from right now. All right, let's look for somebody who has fertility, health, longevity. I think we're gonna go ahead. We could get this guy. His immunity is kind of low. I think I'd rather go for the healthier one. So we're gonna go ahead and adopt this guy and then move him in here. And we're gonna celebrate a new polar bear with expanding our ice bridge and trying to make this area just look a lot nicer. And I wonder if while we're at it, we might make the ice bridge kind of create like little offshoots where we'll go ahead and we will have people. Oh, I forgot I put like the snowy breeze inside of those rocks. That's so cool. But we might have a bridge, or actually I think we should make an underpass so that the polar bears could swim under the ice path. And maybe, oh, is there like a glass? It'd be so cool if there was like a glass. Oh, we could do the water path, but like a glass path so you could look down and see the polar bear like swim under you. That would be amazing. I think that'd just be so much fun. But we need to get him over here. Oh, look, and somebody's bringing him. Yay! All right, who's this? It's flower artist Honeyflower. Honeyflower has been one of our patrons in the past, and she's still living here at our wonderful new facility. And she has brought us this brand new polar bear who we're going to go ahead and name Iceberg, which I think it's Iceberg, like this, maybe? But I think Iceberg is going to be such a cool name, pun fully intended there, for our polar bear. I'm very excited about that. And I think, yeah, adopting, oh, 4 different habitat species. Nice. Nice. We still have to work on that Arctic Wolf challenge, but we've got our hands full right now. But alright, so now that we've got Iceberg here, my next goal is going to be putting down a icy path through the middle of the exhibit, maybe making a couple spots where the polar bears can like swim under people. I've never seen them even bother with going as far as like back here before. I might smooth out this middle island a little bit so we can have a few spots to maybe put in some exhibits, maybe like even a cave bathroom, places where guests can kind of like relieve themselves, maybe sort of like mark off this zone. We don't want to put too many things in that block the polar bears, but we do need, what? Another escapee! What is going on over here? Lucy, I'm going to go ahead and name her, what's like a famous thief, a famous female thief. Here, we're gonna name her Carmen, after Carmen Sandiego. And I don't even know if any of you guys will remember, like, this thing where it used to— What is happening? Lucas, you escaping too? Are you thinking about it, Cooper? You better not be thinking about it, Cooper. Cooper. You guys. Is this because I haven't paid attention to the penguins in a few days? And so now the penguins are like, you thought you could forget about us? That's not how this works. That's not how this works at all, Seri. Behold! Penguin escapees! Well, we managed to catch a couple of them. Where do they think they're running off to? To like go look for some fish? That's not where you're gonna find fish, you silly things. And Queen Lola, why are you always so stressed? The plan is, ooh, a balloon, to go ahead and make that nice path that's going to go like through the polar bear exhibit, leave some room for people to be able to like see the polar bears up close, but also maybe stop by a bathroom if they need. And we'll start from there and see where we can go. So, all right, I'm going to work on this and maybe put down a few little decorations and exhibits. And when we're done, we'll work on increasing the polar bear awesomeness today because, you know, we lost a polar bear and I really want to get that entire group up and going again. So let's go ahead, get down here and get started, my friends. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. I like this. I like this path. I have no idea if this is actually going to work or if this is going to make our polar bears really upset that they no longer have like all of the space to walk in. And I don't know if people, somebody's actually using the path. This is not a drill. Somebody is actually using the path. Hello, ma'am. Nanny Ardent. She is headed off. Oh my gosh, I can rename her. I can rename her. Okay, I'm gonna name her Lois, which is after Arya Co's mom, Lois. Oh, this is so exciting. So we have gone ahead and we have just named her. I'm so tickled that you can name the guests now, and we'll try to keep an eye on Lois. It'd be really fun if you could like give them little stars so that you could track them down. But she really is worried about the eastern brown snake. It looks cold in its exhibit. Are you cold in your exhibit, little one? Do you need to have, oh, you are cold in your exhibit. Jeez, how many years have we had that be a little bit too chilly? Good call, Lois, good call. So we've gone ahead and we have changed that. Oh, there's people coming this way. Yay! Okay, this is gonna be really exciting. I am tickled to have people around here. And she's headed to Flamingo Gardens. She's actually kind of cold right now, and I bet she would be getting a little bit bored. I put a cave like bathroom over here. Oh, is she turning around? Now she's going to Rachel's sheep shack? I bet it was taking her too long to be able to get there. Here, I'll take you to the Flamingo Gardens. Here you go. What do you think now, Lois? She's been carried around. Yay! Now she gets to go to Flamingo Gardens. See, we were taking too long. We need to put in like a couple things that people can look at on the way there so that they can maybe like look at an exhibit here and there. I might even put like another exhibit over here. We'll check on how our polar bears are doing in just a second. Somebody has low welfare. Nakizra, you are feeling stressed out where you're at, so I'm gonna move you over here, my dear. And Samuel, oh, little Samuel, hi! Oh, he's a little fluff bucket, you guys. Let's go ahead and give him a new name. And this guy is actually going to be named Wolf. Wolf, welcome. You are not happy because you need more space. So I'm gonna go ahead and move you over to our gigantic penguin colony. And then Yumi, are you also feeling stressed? Yumi, come on. If you're feeling stressed, Yumi is our alpha male. I'm gonna move him out of the way too. There we go. And Kai shouldn't be feeling stressed at all, so he should be fine in just a second. Alright, and Samuel, now named Wolf, you should have... The protesters should leave pretty soon. Look at all the little penguins. I love them. I can't wait to spend more time with them. Holy canoodles, there's a lot of people over here. Oh, alright, so now we have managed to get... Oh, look at that! The path is poppin'! There are a lot of people who are happy to be able to use this area. So let's make sure that our polar bear is happy. Okay, the polar bear feels like a space has been taken away. So I think we can actually expand the land. So the polar bear wants to have more land. So I think what we're going to go ahead and do... How can I get the polar bear a little bit more land? I think what we're actually going to do is we are going to pause for just a second, remove the water while we still can, and then before we start really working on the fancy details of what can make the polar bear happy, I wonder if we do this. Like we're kind of getting sneaky here, but I wonder if we can make both land and water, because under this spot actually happens to be a whole lot of water. So I wonder if we can kind of get sneaky with this. Because see, there's a ton of water under there that maybe the polar bear will be able to use. So let's see what Kel thinks now. Okay, Kel still feels like there is not, and I am stuck in this muck. Oh my gosh, this is actually kind of terrifying. Phew! Okay, that was actually a little bit terrifying, not gonna lie. But Kel still wants to have, like, we did take out a lot of the polar bear's land. And we're surrounded on all sides now. So it's not like we can just magic up more land in different directions. But I know that we're gonna be really enjoying the benefit of this in the future. So, land... Cleanliness, terrain, habitat, space is at 65. Alright, so I think... Okay, and that's the swimming area. We need just a little bit more. A little bit more land. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's try this. Let's yoink. What if I expanded over here? And we'll see if I can give them a little bit more land like on this side. The polar bear exhibit was one of our very first exhibits way back when. So we have a lot to tidy up. We can put water there. And let's give it just a second to see what they think of the space now. Alright, Iceberg, you should have lots of space. Recalculating. Alright, and now we're a little bit down on swimming area, but we have a little bit more on land, but not 100% on either. And that lack of space is going to be a little crucial, isn't it? Is there any other spot? I think I could actually work over here. Look, we're going to do this. We're going all in on the polar bears this time. We're going to just dive in. We're going to make the most. Polar bears need a lot of space too. This is much, much, much more space than I've ever seen them given in a real life zoo, and that actually makes me really happy that we can go ahead and offer them a ton of room this way. And I wonder if we're just gonna have to like maybe give them a little more room over here. So let's try moving this barrier. And let's wrap the glass barrier around this direction. And it should connect up. In fact, I don't think it needs to connect up, but it probably could manage to connect. Yes, right there. All right, that will hopefully give them a little bit more land too. All right, what do you guys think about that, huh? A little bit better. At the very least, I want them to have enough area to swim, even though they don't really use all of it. So let's remove this. And then I can at least provide a good swimming spot. There. And I know this seems really random to be working on so much, but I think it's super important just to try to prep our polar bear area. It's a very like outdated. When we built it, I was so proud, and we've just learned a lot of new things about how we could try to make this even better. Gare, now the space is up to 66, so it's just enough to be able to be in the green. It's not 100, but we're just gonna have to cope with it as it is. And otherwise, everything else is perfect. So hopefully Kel will adjust to all of this pretty well. Let's actually move this food platter over here. And let's actually make this into like a cool little hidden... Here, we could actually put down like a spot of grass, I think. Just a bit of short grass from the entrance on over here. And then try to hide the food thing under some plants. And we're gonna have to try to make our guest happy again, because for just a little bit there, I was so tickled because we actually had guest, like the face was green. I want to see the face be green again. All right, these are sea pine, alpine hollies. You know, I would actually love, yeah, let's put down some fallen trees. Kind of hide where the food goes. Yeah, maybe a couple of fallen trees. Maybe we can put one on top of the other. Just a little bit like so. Cool, cool. And then, oh, maybe we could do some moss. Or cowberry bushes. Cowberry bushes are good. Oh, cowberry bushes make me think about the little pups. We need to get our Arctic wolf pups in not here, because this is the polar bear exhibit, but in again pretty soon, friends, because I miss them. See, that's nice. We should have a few things that just sort of mark the area. And I wonder if we could actually make like another area for the polar bears to lie down over here. I might be able to do a little bit of work sculpting a cave. Oops. All right, I want to push, and I want the cave to have rock, please. Pretty sure. Here, if we can't go up, then let's go down. There's an idea. Oh, our diamondback terrapin just had offspring. How exciting! We'll have to check out how those guys are doing in just a second. And then even if we cannot... Well, actually, I could probably pull an arc, like a cave arc over, but let's try this. So, tundra. Nice. We'll kind of make like a bit of a cliff face. And then I can put in a smaller rock here. Wiggle it up. Oh, isn't this amazing? I love having the power of just being able to like completely try to change the environment and transform it into something special. Let's put this rock down here. Figuring out how to make the rocks look more naturalistic is my next life goal. I'm telling you, like ever since Planet Zoo came out, it's been me and the rocks. We just have this like zen relationship. You just really have to learn to let go and allow the rocks to try to look natural on their own. Because the more you try to fix it, the more it just looks like a little kid stacking blocks instead. Alright, let's pull this over. There we go. Very nice. And then... let's see. Hopefully a little bit more here. See, this is nice. Now I feel like we can have another cave for our polar bears. There we go. And maybe we might even have a baby polar bear rolling around sooner than later. Hey, I'm actually pretty proud of that one. That didn't turn out so bad. Maybe throw a few little rocks aligned to surface. Oh, everyone's screaming. Oh, good. That's wonderful. Lots of screaming. Little baby Jacob has been born as well. Let's go ahead and give little baby Jacob the penguin a new name. And his name is actually going to be Tayaki. Tayaki, I'm so glad you've been enjoying our adventures in Ice Outpost. I think it's really fun because you guys never know when y'all are going to show up. I have no idea who scared literally like our whole zoo's worth of animals away. We'll worry about that later. Alright, and what did we do here? Breed and exhibit species. Well, thank you, terrapins. Who has escaped? It's Carmen Sandiego again! Carmen Sandiego is the one who escaped. She is definitely a bit of a troublemaker, that one. Oh, and then we're gonna need power to these facilities, of course. Alright, and hopefully our polar bears have enough to... oh, look, 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 the food looks so much better over here now. Oh, excellent. This looks a lot better already, you guys. I'm pretty happy with this. Let's add in maybe a few more trees and plants. I think these spruces would actually be a great addition to a few spots. I don't want them to like block where our polar bears can walk. But, I mean, come on, trees are pretty tenacious. Tree-nacious, you might say. And if they can go somewhere, they totally will try to grow. So I want to have at least a few spruces sprucing up the place. And yeah, I really couldn't help myself there. I could almost feel my husband, like, cringing from the puns. But he and I have good pun wars. Where do you think I learned all of this, huh? Alright, let's see. And another one right there. Oh, that looks so much nicer. Holy freaking cow. Apparently, okay, what are you guys all running from? These silly people. These silly people. They see a penguin and it's just like all hands on deck, huh? But alright, so this looks like a really great area for people to be able to enjoy, like, the polar bears. But we're gonna make sure that they're ponying up and, like, donating those dollars. And hopefully, wow, this is definitely a traffic jam. And hopefully getting educated along the way. So we might need to make a special, like, Polar Express sort of zone. And we're also going to need to make sure this place gets attention from the staff. And also has some utilities, like a power spot. Arctic solar panel. There we go. Because there's no way for people to actually use this thing, I just realized. Unless we sneak in a solar panel. I don't mind having solar panel literally like right next to it. That should be fine. All right, is this gonna work now? Are you open? It's open! All right. Oh dear, and now there's already a litter. But all right, guys, we've got a good start, I think, to what we'll call maybe the Polar Express. I'm beginning to think that somewhere around here or somewhere nearby, we should try to make a spot where people can actually maybe use one of the rides. I've never had luck with those rides, though, so I might shelve that idea. I do think putting like a couple spots where they have like exhibits and maybe a shop would be really, really useful just along this trail, so we might pop that in as well. But now we will hopefully have more people wiggling their way over to Pirate Bay, where, fingers crossed, we will be able to fleece them for all the money they have, and then get ourselves up to that $1 million pirate treasure goal that we're going for. So alright, if you guys could, do please leave a like for our wonderful new polar bear, like, little pathway. And if you would like to join us on this and literally thousands more adventures, do please consider subscribing. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!